So before this video even starts, I'm going to go ahead and get something out of the way. I know my voice is a little hoarse. I know I look terrible. I have a little bit of a cold. I know it's only been a week or two since that other video released, and I had a cold then too, but every time it rains, I get one. I swear, I'm like a witch. I'm going to start melting. To be fair, though, I'm like the Magic Johnson of the common cold, to be honest, because like it'll be over by like tomorrow or the next day. I just have really bad sinuses. Moving on and into the actual topic of the video, I've been playing Battlefield 6's beta for ever. I feel like I've put like 20 hours into the game, and it's only in beta and only was out for like 3 or 4 days. And what my chat always turns into, it always turns into this comparison of Call of Duty and Battlefield. Whether it could be comparing Black Ops 6 to Battlefield 6, Black Ops 7 to Battlefield 6, Battlefield 4 to... it doesn't matter. It always turns to a comparison between the two franchises. And there's nothing more you can bother me with than doing that. In my opinion, Battlefield and Call of Duty are very vastly different games while being the same genre of game. I know they're an FPS arcade shooter, but they play so differently. Why are we comparing them all the time? Don't get me wrong, I've been a fan of Call of Duty since I was a kid. I started on Modern Warfare 2, and I moved all my way up through the Black Ops games, all the way up into current day and age Call of Duty. Battlefield 4, I got started on Battlefield 4 because of Jacksepticeye, and I moved my way through all the Battlefields that's been released so on then, and then I went back and played Battlefield 3, as you guys seen on this channel. Great campaign, by the way, but I feel like I'm a pretty decent veteran of all the game franchises here, and I don't know why we're comparing them so much. When I think of Battlefield, I think of large-scale maps with vehicles and snipers on all the edges of the map, sniping inward to this big central hub where all your infantry's at, or maybe even sniping across all the way back into the other spawn and getting long-range snipes. And I think of like a sandbox, like a big sandbox that has a shit ton of people in it, and you're just goofing, right? Call of Duty, I think of like 6v6, close quarters combat, like capturing flags and or just getting kills, so you build up to get a kill streak. All I think about when I think of Call of Duty. Like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, and all the 2019 and all those Modern Warfares, Call of Duty Black Opses, all those are very small form factor. And yes, while they did have some big maps for some big modes, it was rare. And it really didn't work out, honestly. So can we all like kind of objectively say that they play very differently, even though they're the same genre? It's like comparing like Rainbow Six Siege with CSGO, or no, excuse me, Valorant with CSGO. Like, yeah, they're similar, but they're different. They're very different. Like, you have, like, perfect example. Valorant has abilities and crazy characters and stuff like that, okay? CSGO has none of that, okay? Battlefield has classes like Assault, Support, Medic, whatever the hell it's all called. They have all those. Call of Duty has clan cards or whatever they're called. You get bonuses towards being a recon, or you get these little helps. So just off of that alone, like, yeah, they're very similar, just like Valorant and CSGO, but they're very different, and how they play is different, and the maps and all that is very different. I would say even Valorant and CSGO are a little bit more close. Comparing these two games, the only reason why it bothers me so bad is it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous that one of these game companies is going to go, okay, they're comparing us to these other people, so let's make it a little bit more fair between the two of us and completely go off on a different direction and make either Call of Duty or Battlefield shit and make it its own thing that's even worse. Or they're going to go, okay, well, let's try and replicate what they're doing, and they're going to meet in the middle, touch, and then we're going to have two of the same games. They're going to turn into each other. Because a lot of people were coming to my chat saying Battlefield 6 felt like Black Ops, and then they said that Modern Warfare 3 was trying to be Battlefield because it had that large-scale mode where it had like the big maps. Now, while I don't see that either of these games are trying to be each other, I still am worried that if we keep comparing the shit, they're gonna turn into that. The day that Call of Duty has vehicles in any other way than a kill streak, it's gonna piss me off really badly too. Another thing I keep reading online is that Activision or whoever makes Call of Duty these days responds to Battlefield 6 by saying, okay, now we have to try. And I'm like, dude, I gave you my money. Are you not supposed to try from the rip? Is that why all the games have been lazy? Because you haven't had a competitor, and now that you got a competitor, now you're going to take my money and go, okay, I'll do something with it worth having? That's some bullshit. I guess Battlefield did relatively the same thing, but they did it on their own. They flopped one game, so they said, okay, we're really going to try with this next game, and now they've really trying. Damn, dude. Call of Duty really made me angry by them saying that, or whatever. I don't know. That's hearsay, though. If this was court, I would get my ass whooped, because I only heard that through my chat. While both the games may have similar gunplay, similar guns, and similar things between the two of them, I just hate them getting compared. It's like comparing two of my favorite games, Assetto Corsa and BeamNG. I know I already use Valorant and CS as like an example, but like BeamNG and Assetto Corsa is something I just thought about that's like a really good comparison. BeamNG Drive is more of a sandbox experience where you're loading into a map and you're ripping around and wrecking, and obviously it's very hyper-realistic kind of sim racer, but it's still like a sandbox experience. correct? Assetto Corsa it's more of like a sim racing experience where you're getting in, you're either racing on a closed track and or somebody made a mod that's kind of open world, but it's basically still just a closed track that they made open. And or you go on a track and drift compared to, again, Beam and G. I mean, yeah, you can do all that, but it's just a lot different how it's played. Battlefield and Call of Duty is the same exact thing, where Battlefield is more of a sandbox shooter where you load in and you goof around and do stupid shit. In Call of Duty, you can load in and do stupid shit too, but it's a lot more of an almost competitive game. Call of Duty has developed a lot of different things in the most recent years and even before. Like, Battlefield has never had a zombies experience. Battlefield has never had a battle royale experience to my knowledge, and that's something that I don't want to come from all this. I don't want Battlefield to make a battle royale and try and compete with Call of Duty 2, because I feel like if they're going to do this right, if Battlefield or EA or DICE or whoever makes it is going to make the right decision, what I think they should do is they should take over the arcade shooter type that Call of Duty has been lackluster in. Take that, get that dub. They already taken over and won that already just off the beta. But leave Call of Duty to have the battle royale scene, okay? You don't have to win both. You're going to get too greedy and you're going to make a battle royale and it's going to flop the whole game. Let them win the battle royale side and then you win the arcade shooter FPS sandbox side. Just let that happen. You ain't got to compete and all the other stuff. I know it's your competitor, but let them have one win. You got to choose your victories and choose your victory that you already got right now. Warzone's already having a hard enough time with competition like Fortnite and PUBG and all the other shit that's popular as far as battle royales go too. We don't need another battle royale because I'm even tired of them. I've been playing battle royale since H1Z1. I'm just really nervous that Battlefield and or Call of Duty is going to do something really stupid and mess up their franchise, because truly, I enjoy both games. I really do. When Black Ops 7 comes out, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to play the shit out of it. I know I've been saying I haven't, but I know I'm going to. Every year I say I'm not going to get the Call of Duty, I'm not going to play it. If it's on Game Pass, I'm going to fucking play it. It's going to have decent zombies, which I'm excited for. I'm going to play the multiplayer for the first half until all the sweats get in. And as far as the campaign goes, I got to see what happens because I already beat Black Ops 6's campaign. Speaking of which, that full video is out on my channel. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. There's no more reason for me to ramble any longer. That's really all I had to say. Don't compare the two games, and also, if this turns into a discussion and a debate in the comment section, please just be kind to one another and me. I would appreciate it so greatly if you don't just watch 3/4 of video and then bust in there and start cussing me or somebody else out, because it always happens every time I make one of these videos. But it's okay. If it happens, then, I mean, it's whatever. I just won't read the comment, or, again, whoever will probably cuss back at you. Anyways, that's it. Until next time.